This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome, Superior Bait and Tackle in Paradise, Louisiana. Let me tell you what a busy weekend, a busy week, and a couple more to come. So this is what you're going to see a lot of this week. This is a Big Daddy, 91st Annual Grand Isle International Tarpon Rodeo. We're going to have a fishing report and some news, and we're going to tell you about what's coming up the following week. My crew, or our crew, is getting ready to head to Alaska. Fishing report this week is all current. Next week, it might be a little slow. Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
My neighbor Tony, he looked at me and said, "Man, you're crazy. You're about to leave out in this weather." And I said, "Sir, I have a tag fish to go catch."
I won this beautiful boat catching a tag redfish in Venice, Louisiana.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
Welcome to Grand Isle Tarpon Rodeo 2019.
From Gyro, Louisiana.
Is that your first redfish? That's the first time you caught it? Boy, I'm telling you, that's a big one.
Joshua Villarreal from Metairie, Louisiana.
Let me see what you got here. Woo, got a big one. Oh, that's going to make the bullet for sure.
Hello, Josh. Oh, but that's a
Hey,
one.
Josh, give me a guess how much you weigh.
28. 30. It's 30.
The man said 28.
How much was
It
it?
took me 45 minutes to take this thing in. I threw it in and he just did it.
That's where all the big.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
I'm Rodney Lewis, and you're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
That's beautiful. Go to work. Get you some good rides. When you gonna take me to catch? When you gonna take me to catch something?
You wanna go? Could have went today.
Huh?
Could have went today.
Could have went today. Tired. Drop it in the water. Who's this? How much?
I can't read it from here, Gary. Maybe third.
Beck? Very good.
Dig on that.
How much?
This is him right here.
Tell me name, where you from?
Jackson Chastain from Chunchula, Alabama.
How much you weigh? How much?
4 pounds.
Even?
Jackson Chastain. This was the first fish of the morning, first cast of the morning, his first tarpon rodeo. It's my grandson, and he caught a 4.1-pound speckled trout on the barges in Fouchon. We had a great time, and we love the rodeo.
Tell me where you from.
We are from Chunchula, Alabama, which is north of Mobile, Alabama. I've made 8 trips to the tarpon rodeo, and I plan on making 9.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
1st place. 3 pounds.
Let me hear you.
2.8.
Let me hear you. What place is it?
2.8.
What place is it?
1st.
Tell me your name. Tell me your name. Where you from?
Luca Perez, and I'm from Hardin, Texas.
a rodeo king. Rodeo king. Small cobra.
Martin Castion, Metairie, Louisiana. Shane Castion,
Prairieville, Louisiana. Having son.
Song from New Roads, Louisiana.
Ah, yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Thank you.
Abigail Busgard from Cutoff.
You play volleyball for Nichols?
Yes, sir.
Paradise, Louisiana.
Finally got one to come in. Tell me your name, where you from?
Lake Day, racing Louisiana.
Great, congratulations. Took a while, huh?
Took about 2 hours.
It was rough?
Yeah, it was a little rough.
It was rough?
It was a little rough. The crew definitely helped. All my crew members right here.
Where were you at? Where were you at?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that.
I love it. He learned one.
In your memory, have you ever heard the Groundhog Rodeo go through 2 days and no coffin has been weighed in?
Well, I can't speak beyond the 23 years that I've been weighmaster here, but I don't recall ever 2 days without a coffin being brought to the scales or one that's been released.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious, thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Great year. My presidency is about to come to an end tonight with the awards ceremony. It's been a very interesting year, a fun year. I'm glad the weather for the most part cooperated these last 3 days and no complaints. Looked like the crowds were big too.
Jim, you come up your whole life fishing and outdoors. Tell us a little about what you're doing now that you have some time off.
Well, I'm fully retired now. This will be my second year without being on the Saints broadcast. I've been the play-by-play man essentially since 1986. So it was a bit of adjustment last year just being a fan, but I'm comfortable with that. It's fun to watch this football team prosper and come as close as they have the last couple of years. Maybe this year will be the year they crack back into the upper echelon, the Super Bowl teams of 2009. So other than that, I'm just kind of relaxing. We live in Poplarville, Mississippi on a trophy bass lake, so I like to freshwater fish. Most of my real passion is to travel to places like Grand Isle to fish. I've fished down in Mexico every year. I've been to Alaska. I've been to Saskatchewan pike fishing. Hope to go back there again in another year. I've been to Costa Rica tarpon fishing. I've been to Guatemala bill fishing for sailfish. So that's my real passion besides just kind of hanging out and taking it easy up in Poplarville.
Tell me why people ought to come back to Grand Isle Rodeo, especially on rodeo week.
Well, if you could look around here, you can hear it, you can see it, you can feel it. It's a great party atmosphere. I was talking with somebody today. This is a place that has really cleaned up its image since maybe the 80s when it wasn't exactly as family friendly as it is now. I've been involved with the crab races with all the kids over the last 3 days, and that's really fun to see their enthusiasm, and they're now being indoctrinated into this fishing culture and the fun and the family atmosphere.
You know, I cover the crab races, and your publicist or your ad agency, your friend, donated all those T-shirts and crabs. And tell me his name about it.
Yeah, that's Jerry Foley, Foley Advertising. He's on the West Bank. Jerry Foley and I go all the way back to my days at Channel 4, where I started in 1978. Jerry is an ardent supporter of high school football, and he was our prep football advisor. And believe me, he did all of it. He named the all-district teams. He had our player of the week, our coach of the year. He took care of all of that. He's a great organizer and just an absolute dyed-in-the-wool fan of high school football in New Orleans, which to me was very foreign. So he's got an ad agency, and he does a lot of this stuff. And when last year we had done the crab races when I was the Admiral, we started thinking, how do we improve certain things? And besides just getting a little certificate or a pennant for being a participant, we thought it might be nice to give somebody every because you see some of these little kids, they're really disappointed, some of them in tears when their crab didn't win. So we wanted to give all of them something to take home that would publicize the crab races, publicize Grand Isle. So every kid that participated in these crab races for 3 days took home a beautiful yellow and blue t-shirt to wear around that signifies that they were in the crab races of 2019. It's been a great idea, and I really appreciate Jerry's generosity.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Let me tell you some important events. And let me remind you, I asked y'all if you got an event coming up to notify me 3 weeks with your flyer, 3 weeks in advance with your flyer or whatever you got and the dates and all the numbers to call. But you got to remind me every Sunday night now, because we travel in, I get in from Grand Isle, wherever I get in, I travel, we try to script it. But if you don't do it, I can't remember from week to week, up to the date. the Sunday before the date of your event, you let me know. So I'm going to tell you that right now. Trinity Outdoor Adventures, they got their 6th annual clay shoot. It's at AOL in Maurice, GOL, excuse me, and Maurice, and it's called Back to Life, Back to the Gift of Life. So you can get in touch with Jason Bland at 225-715-9581 or go to their website, Trinity Disabled Adventures Outdoors. Another one coming up is the Empire Rodeo, the big Empire Rodeos that everything's the same weekends, things are going on. The Empire Rodeo will be at Empire South Pass Rodeo will be at the boat dock right there in Empire. You'll see the signs and you see whatever you're going. It's going to run from the 1st to the 3rd of August. Pack the back to school. This is a fishing day and a gift day in the Waddell Wildlife Management, sponsored by the Good Time Bass Club. That's August the 3rd at Waddell. August the 10th is the rescheduled Slamboree, Topwater, in Leeville. Now, as far as the rodeo report, you see this. We had the Cookie Jar Tournament at False River. The winners were Ryan and Dustin Michelle, and second was Kyle Badrow. By the way, it had 11.39, and they had Big Bass, the first place team. Very good. Stay tuned. I'll be back with the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia, for life.
Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report coming to you. I forgot we had a media. We had a media rodeo last week, or tournament last week out of Bar Black, and here's a few pictures and the people that placed in that. Going to the fishing report right now, I'm going to start off freshwater. This is what we're hearing right now. It's just unbelievable. It's exploding in Lotto again. The water's dropping. There's a lot of landing, more landings you can get into. And it's dropping. The people catch them in the lake. They catch them regular, finding stumps and stuff for sac-a-lait with jigs, or they spider rigging with shiners. And I'm talking about Lotto, Saline, all them. Toledo Bend's another sac-a-lait spot. Right now they're catching sac-a-lait. Bar Black, hot as a pistol. The Zalmas to some degree still. Bar Black right now, people are going in Bar Black fishing in the middle of the canals. Now you're gonna see people fish inside and a few little runouts, but they're finding that grass that's submerged under the water, you know, not big mats, and they fishing around them. Black and chartreuse has been the best color. Another place is back with the Lake Verret. You'll see a lot of tournaments and things have been going on. They'll be catching fish. Spillway, we're not getting any reports just yet, but that water can be high, but if it clears up, shame on them. Venice, freshwater port, bass. Those kids out there were fishing. Them captains were fishing with live shrimp coming in, everybody coming in, 8 or 9 bass. Bayou Bienvenue, my good friend, the L.A. Hunter, he went the other evening. He still ain't learned his lesson. He sent me a picture of box shot. He didn't sit nobody in the picture, but this is a nice bass. He caught this in about 2 or 3 hours in the evening before dark, just to make a little trip out of Bayou Bienvenue. And now we're going to shift over to Shoreline Division. I'm going to tell you what, Brenton Sound showed back up. Don Walters with the high water bait, swim bait, 50 trout, beautiful trout, from 2 to 4 pounds. He was fishing what I showed y'all last week, that JB Gold, high water bait. That's the way it's doing it right now. Also, Island Marina is just turned back on again. They're Lake Bourne, Lake Catherine, all the way over there. And a lot of people are leaving Island Marina, and a lot of them are running to the Brenton Sound, especially when the weather's nice, and they're going and they're catching fish on live shrimp. Live shrimp, the other day, the live shrimp were down a little bit, but you can count on Miss Angie and David. They're going to find shrimp, and they have been finding shrimp. So if you need to go somewhere, you check them out. You want live shrimp, that's where it goes. They're catching flounder. They're catching redfish, catching a few specks, but the specks they're running a little bit further south. Delacroix's getting reports spotty. Find that clear water, they're catching a few. Towfield in the feet. After the storm, they've been killing the fish out and the fly out in the islands. And I told y'all last week, the islands got tore up a little bit, but he's finding fish. The water ain't perfectly clear, but they're catching limits of trout and redfish. The guys that are leaving out of Atlanta, the inshore guys are not flying. They're running toward Grand Isle. Right now, Grand Isle is still. We had reports, I was there all weekend, people fishing the barges, people fishing the beach, people fishing behind the islands behind the island, okay? Fishing all them reefs, they catch them. Live shrimp is always a sure bet, but they catch them on plastics too. Just telling you one more time, God bless Louisiana, and I'll remind you, if you want to see more Paradise Louisiana that you don't see on the show, go to YouTube, press on YouTube and do it. Subscribe to it if you can, and also go to our Facebook page. You're watching Paradise Louisiana, and one more time, God bless Louisiana.
This is your weekly trip to Paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.